Well, hello, everyone. Welcome into the TexAgs Rewind. I am David Nuno. We've got Cade, who's been working with us for, a year? Almost?
6, 7 months.
Okay, so I'm not good at math. And Alex, who's here for the first day. Hello, Alex.
How are you?
And we've, of course, got Matthew Dawson over there at the News and Social Center. So I'm a bit shocked and perturbed. Cade, you're fine. You're good, all right? Even though you look like you're going skiing, we're indoors and the heater's on. Alex, you don't know what the rewind is.
I mean, I can use context clues, I'm assuming.
What do you think the rewind is?
I think we're going to maybe discuss the highlights of the show today.
Ah, there you go. TexAgs Rewind. Cade, he did well there.
Yeah, he did. He did excellent.
Context clues.
Had Jay Bilas on, surprise guest. That was fantastic.
Jay Bilas was really good. Way to go in getting him. Who else did we have?
We had Tom Hart, as usual. He was great. Had a little Billy on the phone from Detroit.
We had the Go Hour. Olin Buchanan.
OB.
Mr. Dawson, I just lost my headphone. What was your favorite part of the show?
Well, I've read Jay Bilas' book on toughness, so just getting to see him on there, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. So, toughness has no relationship to how nice a person is. No relationship. Jay Bilas right there.
You know what he just did there? He did the I'm going to extend the conversation part. Like, instead of going 7 seconds, he went 13 seconds. Didn't you read the teleprompter?
Yeah, I did read the teleprompter, but then I ad-libbed a little bit after that.
No, that's what makes you a professional. He can do that, and so can I. It is the rewind. Check it out.
What a performance.
They needed that, and I think they needed it the way they did
toughness.
it. Yeah.
Well, I think they needed it. I could have done without the way they did it. But here's what I was so impressed with. Not only did they win, they played well, like start to finish. They didn't have the long, extended scoring droughts. And the mental toughness they showed to get in the last couple of minutes, or really last minute of regulation, to get some questionable calls go against them.
They got screwed, OB.
Including one. And then in overtime, a bad call against them. And yet probably two bad calls, because I think there was a phantom foul on Wade Taylor that gave Kentucky 3 free throws. And you get all these bad calls go against you, and you still win, and you hold the number 2 highest scoring team in the country without a field goal in overtime.
That was phenomenal. And I know that A&M didn't score a bunch in the OT. They did what they. How often do you see a team that should win in regulation get hosed, and then in overtime, like they lose their composure? Right. They did not lose their composure. Here's the thing. We've said it from day one of the issues of this team. Wade Taylor needs Boots Radford to be Wade Taylor. And Boots Radford went to the hole, and he went to the hole.
Boy, did he.
And that opened up the entire offense.
Wade, right.
Yeah.
They, and you know what? You said that about a team that doesn't win in regulation that should. And a lot of times, if a team like Kentucky can get it into overtime, then they say, okay, they establish their dominance. And so when Wade Taylor, Boots Radford was called for a foul with less than a minute to go, a phantom foul right in front of me. I'm biased, of course, but I got a text message from a media guy in Tuscaloosa, Alabama that I know.
Okay.
And it just says, they're bailing out Kentucky. Aggies are getting screwed.
But we know a Buzz Williams-led team is going to go to the lab, and they're going to figure out their deficiencies, and they're going to come back and look like a different team. And sometimes it happens earlier in the season. Sometimes it happens mid-season. And I hope a sign of things to come.
Well, I will say the next deficiency to iron out, because when you get a performance like that and you knock off an elite, that is an elite Kentucky team, by the way. You knock off an elite Kentucky team, the bar continues to rise. Like the standard has always been the standard for Buzz, but okay, what's available for us to accomplish? And so what do we need to fix? And defensively, the challenges come. I was talking to Buzz about this before Auburn, and I asked him how the new block charge rule is impacting what he teaches defensively and what he asks his guys to do, because his defensive approach is also a microcosm of the personality of Buzz and his teams, which is be tough, help out your teammate. Like those two very simple things they funnel guys to the baseline and they take charges with help coming from the opposite side of the lane. That's not there anymore. They're not getting those whistles. I think heading into the Auburn game, they'd only drawn 10 charges all season. Last year, Henry Coleman had nearly 10 himself over the entire course of the season. So the adjustment defensively, which has been minor, a couple tweaks here and there, I think is what's going to make a difference for this team going forward. You hope you can rely on Boots and Wade to be themselves, and not that they're going to go for, combined for 50 every game, but to be productive enough. And I think the offensive output and that explosion against Kentucky is a great sign for this A&M team.
Oh, David, it was I don't know how it came off on TV. I got a couple texts during the game saying it sounded really loud, but that was this college atmosphere. You felt like you were at, I don't know, because I haven't been to many college indoor games, but it was as loud as anywhere I've been for a game. I'll say that. It reminded me. I compare it to, I remember going, and ironically enough, Jared Goff came out the winner in that game too. He outdueled Drew Brees. I was at the Superdome when the Saints played the Rams several years ago, and the Rams upset them. That was that pass interference game where they called the bogus pass interference call, and then the Rams ended up winning. So I would compare it to that as far as loudest pro games I've been to, and way up there with college. The dome thing. We don't play many games in domes in college, and then on top of that, I'll keep calling them domes. I guess now they're roofed stadiums, but thank God, by the way, with the weather up here. But they, when we do, it's bowl games, so it's split crowds, so you don't get the same effect. But this was everyone in unison. There might have been a few hundred Rams fans there. I mean, it was intense. It felt like Detroit. Nuno was good. It felt like the Lions were going to win from pregame. As soon as you walked into the stadium, as soon as you landed at the airport.
We have seen over the years, the reason there wasn't a panic button pushed after the first couple of conference losses was Buzz Williams' teams typically figure it out, and they reach their highest potential, whatever that may be. What is it about a Buzz Williams team that typically figures it out and gets to that level?
Well, I don't think it's just a Buzz Williams team. I mean, I get what you're saying. I've never understood what panic button means. Like, when is it the right time to panic? Panic doesn't help anything. At the end of every game, you assess it. You can be excited or disappointed for a short period of time. Then you assess it, and you look to where you can do better, and you get back to work to do better the next game, and make those things habits. A habit is what you revert to under stress. There's nobody that rises to an occasion. That doesn't exist. As far as you're going to do something in a game that you're not capable of at other times, that doesn't exist. What you do is when you're under stress, that's when you revert to your habits. That's when your habits show. And they're a team, I think, that generally has really good habits, and they drill it, they work on it. That's part of who they are. And I thought. Now, making shots is one thing. Like, I'm not going to the making shots part. They made some really good, really difficult shots throughout the course of the game at Kentucky. But I think the way that they played and the way they went about playing was more of who Texas A&M is versus some of the games they've had prior, where I thought they were at times a little bit out of character. Like LSU was totally out of character. I thought some of what I watched on tape. I didn't see the Auburn game live, but I watched it on tape on Synergy, and that didn't look like the Texas A&M team that I had expected. That was more on Saturday against Kentucky what I expected, and that's not the make or miss part. That's different. You can take a really good shot and miss it. That's not a big deal. But the way they defended, the way they responded in key situations, it was impressive, and it's who I think that team is.
All right, Dawson, does he figure it out? You think he knows what to do? Don't tell him. Do you think he knows what to do?
I'm not going to tell him, but he's already a smart guy. He's 1 for 1, so
Kate, do you think he's going to know what to do?
Let him hit 1,000.
Have a good idea.
All right, tell the people what to do.
I'm blanking here. I need more context.
Okay, here's your context. This is a YouTube video, right?
Oh, like and subscribe.
Yes.
And there you go.
Comment as well.
Comment as well. Thanks, everybody, for watching the TexAgs Rewind. We'll see you next time.